everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back to start working on our December second week budget, and it's already in full swing. So this budget's going to take us from December 8th through the 14th. Excuse me. I've got two kids that are sick. Danya and Jessica both have sinus infections, so vaporizers are turned on. Cough drops are on the way to the house. I already had cough drops, but I needed to buy more cough drops because as a prepper, that's one thing I don't overstock because they go bad and they lose their potency. So those should be arriving today. But we have our budget to talk about. We do have a couple of happy mail to share with you. And we also have a book that I have talked about many times this year that I'm going to reshare with you all again. So without further ado, let's talk about happy mail first. Also let you guys know we have an upcoming appointment for Romeo. We'll talk about my newest Chihuahua that I've had for almost half a year already. Like, oh my gosh, the time has flown by so fast. So from Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307, I got a Christmas card. Thank you so much, Marlene. You have really gotten your cards out super early. I need to go find mine because I had leftovers from last year and I need to get mine out ASAP. I will be putting a savings challenge. Hey, come here, Gigi. I will be putting a savings challenge with mine for those who are going to be getting Christmas cards as well. So, love it, love it, love it. And Marlene always thinks of everything because check it out, y'all. So, I'm going to turn it this way and then turn this way. I think that's how you did it. I get a savings challenge on the back of the card, and y'all, that is just genius. Marlene never wastes any space when she mails out cards and things. She's always very thoughtful, and she always puts extra effort into making sure that there's a savings challenge included. There goes the police again. You know, I just said to my son before I started this video that I was going to wait for the police to go by, and they did, and guess what? I'm on the video, and there goes the police again. So, y'all don't live in a bad neighborhood. I live on the 911 route, which is Sterling Avenue, and y'all, we hear this 24/7. We can sleep through it now because it doesn't even bother us, but I swear, every time I'm on a video and you hear that in the background, and you're probably thinking, Lord have mercy, where does she live? But anyways, thank you so much, Marlene. I will definitely be using the savings challenge for sure, and you definitely think of everything. So thank you for thinking about us and giving us a Christmas card and a savings challenge. So I'm going to go down today. I'm going to find my Christmas cards, and I'm going to start working on mine because everybody's getting theirs out, and I've got to get mine out this year. Also, Marlene's sister-in-law, Shannon, of course, y'all know that I have to buy everything that I can possibly buy and or need for my upcoming 2024 year. And there is no Etsy buying for myself. Now, that doesn't mean that my children can't go in and look at my wish list and purchase off Etsy for me. What it means is I can't purchase for myself. I can purchase for subscribers and others and giveaways, but I cannot purchase for myself. And y'all, that's going to be a hard cookie to swallow. However, I have over 3,500 challenges myself already in inventory. So with that being said, I don't need savings challenges, but I want them. And I want to support other shops. So another pack of the 100 envelope challenge from 307 Design Studio. I'm super excited. I actually have an idea with this. I'm going to take envelopes and I'm going to make a 100 envelope box. Now I don't know where to get the actual boxes at for the smaller envelopes, so if you guys know where to buy those boxes like on Amazon, please chime in and let me know because I want to do it for not me but for Jessica. So we have a really serious situation to talk about with Jessica too. I will try to leave that to the end because this was a OMG moment. And just a short update before we go into that. I'll leave it to the end of the video. But we just realized that my twins that were born at 26 weeks and 4 days, Jersey and Jessica, were born on January 31st, 2010. Through some information that we were sorting through and going through when I was pulling down some paperwork that I needed, Jessica wanted to see Jersey's box. We have realized, long story short, they changed my daughters at birth. Now, they are both my daughters, and one has passed away, and she's an angel baby. They changed the girl's bands and names at birth. So we'll get into that at the end of this video. It is really wicked on how this happened. But I'll leave that to the end of the video. The girls are mine. They're biologically mine. They didn't switch my actual children. My girls are identical twins. They switched them backwards. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video. So 307 Design Studio. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Guess what? Of course, we got another thank you card. Y'all might keep these thank you cards. We got another pack, as always, of extra freebies. I don't know if she puts the same freebies in each and every time. I don't care. I love freebies, and I like anything and everything. Apologies. Don't know if they're upside down or right side up. The kids are in the other room. Jessica and Danya are both down with a sinus infection. Danya is pulling through as hard as she can. She's still going to school, but I have them on the Aleve Sinus Severe Congestion. I have them on NyQuil, Dayquil, when and if needed, hot tea, honey, and now the new cough drops are coming. Vaporizers, vapor cream, vapor liquid for the vaporizers, and soups and anything else I can possibly have them on right now because they both have sinus infections and I want them to stay away from me because I just got over having COVID and the last thing I want is a sinus infection on top of everything else. So, real quick to say that. Look at y'all. It's the beautiful butterflies. Now, I do have this. I don't know where it's at. This one is strictly for Jessica. I always called her my butterfly, and this one is strictly for her. So I'm going to take 100 envelopes, and I am going to do the Soul Mama budget envelopes that I have already in stock. I have them for my Etsy shop. When I actually make you guys packs, you will get the envelopes as well in your pack. So these are the flap envelopes. They are the clear see-through. I prefer these much more than any other envelope. And for that reason, of the clearness and stuff like that nature. So I'm going to put a sticker on every single envelope, 1 through 100. And Jessie's going to work on her own 100 envelope challenge. Now, by no means will she finish this next year. But this is going to be something big for her for later. So I'm actually going to stuff it with my own money, y'all. I'm not going to make her stuff it with her money. But it's going to be stuffed with my money. And this is strictly something I'm going to do solely for Jessica. So thank you, Shannon, over at 307 Design Studio. You make amazing high quality work, and I really am super excited to have these stickers in stock for Jessica. So we have that. I won't even spend the time to try to put those back in here because that will take me forever. Just my coordination's not the best. And before we get into our budgets, if a lot of you are having a hard time trying to get savings challenges because you can't afford them or you don't want to purchase them, y'all, this is a really good option. Amazon has a lot of really good savings challenge books that you can actually purchase in the $6 to $8 price range. This did just go up. It was originally, I believe it was $6.99. I want to say it's $7.99 now. I will link this one down in the description box below if you are interested. I am still not an Amazon affiliate yet. But with that being said, I would like you to have the opportunity to get this book. Now, I've given it away multiple times this year to subscribers and things of that nature. This one actually is for Jill Gott. I am almost done getting ready to mail her package out. I'm so super excited. But she is going to have this savings challenge book. And y'all, it's no joke. It goes from, I think it goes all the way up to $5,000. And it starts out really low, 50, 100, 200, 150. And it just goes up. And you got savings challenges, y'all. My camera's not going to show it all, but you got savings challenges on both pages. And there is a ton of savings challenges, okay, y'all? Like, this whole section here is nothing but double-sided savings challenges, okay? Double-sided. As you get higher and higher, you're working up on higher and higher amounts. So, in the back, the one I like about this is it has savings trackers as well. I believe there's like 12 or so. This whole paper clip, and that was just so I can tell where I'm at in the book. This is all nothing but the trackers. I would have preferred her to put a savings challenge, preferably like have a tracker on this side, have the challenge on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on making my own savings challenge book. Just so y'all know, if y'all do like work like this, you can combine it, send it to Amazon. They will bind it in paperback like this. You could design the cover and everything. They will bind it in a paperback like this because my daughter's done some coloring books, my older daughter. And you can sell these on Amazon as well. So my son and I have decided to flip the script, unfortunately, and we are going to design our year-round Christmas one where you save January through December, and we are not going to put out the packs just yet. We're going to work on putting out a book like this, selling it on Amazon, but also because I'll get a price discount because I will be the illustrator along with my son. Well, obviously he'll be more the illustrator, him and Tori. But I'm the one that tells them exactly what it should look like and the design and the amounts and stuff like that. We're going to design our own book. And we're going to sell it not only on Amazon, or we're going to sell it on Etsy, but it'll be in some future giveaways when we're done. We already have a title and everything for it. My daughter is a amazing artist, so she's going to do the artwork. So, with that being said, for the cover and all, oh, there goes my trash people. They're coming to pick up my trash. Oh, do we have some drama about trash that we need to talk about too? So, let's talk about our income for December 8th through the 14th. Gia, Bella, Tucker, and Romy, don't be barking at the guy. He's just picking up the trash, doing his job. Got to do yours and be quiet. So, we went ahead and we have a rollover amount. But not only do we have a rollover amount here, we also have an Etsy payout. So thank you for anybody who did shop on our Etsy shop. And we also are pulling in our rollover from the end of November. So our entire rollover was $1,576 from the first week of December to the second week. That's what we have left over after all the bills and everything were taken care of in the first 8 days, or 7 days, I should say, of December. We have a $40 payout from Etsy, or I'm sorry, $20 payout from Etsy. I don't know why I said 40. $20 payout from Etsy, which wasn't much. Thank you to Jerry Glass, who did purchase off our account, and there was one other person that purchased as well. After fees and everything are taken out, just beware that if you don't understand, us Etsy sellers get a lot of fees taken out of our items, of our sales and things of that nature. So we did receive $20, and y'all, $20 is $20. I don't care which way anybody wants to spend that. That's still money, okay? I'm still making it. So that is going to go into my firm account, and I'll talk about that here in a minute because we got some big news on that one as well. And I'm throwing in my $935 rollover from November that I had still left over. Now I'm knocking papers off my desk. Figure that out. Grand total of $2,531. So now I'm boosted back up and I feel a little bit better. No fixed expenses this week. However, I've decided to let Hy-Vee Aisles Online go. The last couple of weeks, we've not found anything really at all at Hy-Vee that I've been wanting to purchase. I do have an envelope for that, so I'm going to leave the envelope in case I want to turn that back on. But for right now, I went ahead and discounted that and deactivated it. It was $13 coming up here in the next week and a half. It was on the 12th, but we've decided to get rid of that for right now. So with that being said, you will see vet, and it will say SF for sinking funds. I did take Romy to the vet yesterday. If you don't already know, I have 4 Chihuahuas. I have Tucker, who's 10, Bella, who is 8. I have Gia, or Jaya. Her name is Jaya, but we call her Gia. We call her Gigi. Y'all, it's so funny because she doesn't have a G in her name. It's spelled Jhaya. A lot of people call her Jaya, but it's pronounced Jaya. But with that being said, because it's an Arabic name. With that being said, she is 5. And she's beautiful. She just had her nails clipped yesterday. I didn't actually put the additional amounts in here, and I should have, so shame on me. But I did spend $25 yesterday. The sinking fund from Pet Care. She got her nails clipped. And then Romeo is my beautiful little baby Chihuahua who is now 7 pounds, 4 ounces, y'all. Like, he has gained like the mama. Let me tell you, he first came to me and I think he was roughly maybe about 3 pounds, maybe under. And he was in really bad shape. Well, Romy has been with us for quite some time now. I want to say we got him in July or August, and I can't believe that I can't remember exactly when we got him. However, he's got a really bad issue with his mouth. I took him back in yesterday, and we were told that he needs surgery. Very, very bad situation with the back of his mouth because of his health that we did not know about before we got him. He came with me with no health history, pretty much. Now, there was an argument going on between whether he was 1 to 2 years old or whether he was 7 to 8. regardless, he's my baby, and I wouldn't care if he's 100. He's still my baby. He is roughly about 3 years old. So that's what we're going to call it. You know, he was on the euthanasia list in California. My mother works with a rescue group, and she went to California. She picked him up and got him off the euthanasia list. Y'all, there's nothing wrong with him. He's a healthy little boy, okay? And when she did that, she brought him. She's like, I'm bringing you a Chihuahua. You need to have this one. This one is for you. And I was like, all right, bring him in. And I have fallen in love with him, just like I have my other 3 Chihuahuas. So we don't have much of a history on him, but we gave him a birthday of July 4th coming up because he got his independence from death row. He was on death row, literally. He was on the euthanasia list because they couldn't find a home for him. He has broken free from that. He is in my home. This is his forever home. And long story short, I know I like to talk a lot about my Chihuahuas. I apologize. But long story short, that's his independence. It is July 4th. We gained that as his Independence Day. Even though he came to me, I think it was late July, early August, somewhere around in there. But July 4th because he gained his life back. So that's what I have for you. He is going in on the 13th of December. Mom's going to pick me up to take him in, and she'll probably pick me up to take him back home. That way I don't have to spend Uber, but I do have Uber on here on the offset that I might have to do it depending on how she feels. So $250, doctor says, a flat rate fee. He is currently on antibiotics right now. That came out of sinking fund, so it doesn't touch my money. No groceries this week. Y'all know I'm doing alternate week grocery shopping, which means I shop every other week. So we are holding tight. We did spend some money, but we did not spend the full amount. We spent more than I thought we were going to. So with that being said, we did spend money, but this week we're not going to spend anything, and that really does help. We're going to pull off our prep pantry. I do have the offset that possibility I could have to take Uber to go drop him off at 7:30 in the morning on the 13th, and then go back and pick him up at about 4 o'clock or so the same day and bring him home. He'll be on a lot of medication, antibiotic-wise and pain pill-wise. So I did go ahead and allocate for the 40 just in case. So with that being said, oh, Lord have mercy, I don't have the totals down here. So $40 overall, and then a rollover amount. I have to come up to the sinking funds because it cuts it off on this other page that I have over here off to my right-hand side. So my leftover is $2,491. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and dump money into my Capricorn binder. I was supposed to start Danya's binder, high school binder again, but I think I'm going to leave that until January. It is a heavier month for us this month. But with that being said, we do not celebrate holidays anymore, just so y'all know. We do not celebrate holidays anymore, with the exception of birthdays. Now, here's how I get around this. The holidays are just not really something we celebrate. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate Halloween in the traditional senses of those type of holidays or anything else. Christmas is year-round for us. I initiated back in October of this year, giving my kids $25 a month, every single month, year-round. No matter what, in the first week of every month, I give them their $25 each, and I do that for my grandson as well. I'm pulling that right now for my celebrations funding source. And that is what I'm going to do, because holidays are crazy as it is. People spend too much money. They go in debt and they go into the next year going, oh my goodness. Now, if you save year round for Christmas or whatever, that's great too. So you could try to not touch those credit cards and things of that nature, or go over in your budget. But y'all, we think that holidays should be more about being around people and being with those that you love, because y'all know life is too short. So $25 every single month is what I give my kids. If they choose to save it, they can have $300 at Christmas time. If they choose to spend it, then they don't have nothing. And my kids have been choosing to spend it. They like the setup. They love it. They're okay with it. I'm okay with it. We do celebrate birthdays still. They'll still get their money for birthday in cash. They do get a birthday present. They get to go out to eat, a full bit of that. So with that being said, just letting you know, we don't do Christmas like we were going to. And I think it's just a great thing that it works for our family. My Capricorn binder is going to get $1,500. Yes, very hefty and heavy. But, you know, I have to save up for a ticket. I'm going to have to save up for additional paperwork once my other half comes inbound. fingers crossed. We are still moving quite a bit. I will be done with everything for the visa in the first week of February on my side. Then it's going to shift back to his medical and his interview. We don't know when that will take place. The embassy will always tell you in processing. But it's okay because everything else will be done on my behalf and all my payments will be in because, y'all, visas are not cheap. Let me tell you. Woo! These people coming across the border for free, that's not fair because those of us who are paying to legally get somebody to the United States, let me tell you, it costs a lot. All right, there is a negative 20. Oh, yes, there is. There's a negative 25 for pets, but that is not coming out of my sinking funds. I could use this as the cash envelope, but I did not have time this week to do it, so I just kind of wrote it on this sheet. I should have wrote it on cash envelope breakdown. That is also included in the budget by paycheck workbook system by the Budget Mom, which is what I'm using. But y'all, I just did not have time. So I just put negative 25. It's not coming out of this budget. It's just out of the sinking funds for pet care. So yes, I did allocate. That was Jaya's nail clipping yesterday. That was Romy getting his visit. And that was also his medication for his antibiotic he has to be put on until he goes to the doctors to go get his surgery next week. So sinking funds is going to be $1,500. You'll be seeing that coming up next. That gives me a grand total of $991 left over. And then we're down to extra debt. Okay. Here's what's going on with extra debt. I am taking that $20 and I'm adding it to Affirm. I'm also going to match it. Anytime I do anything on Etsy, I'm going to match it with what is I've actually made. So if I make 20 off Etsy, I'm going to match it with myself and put another 20 in. Same thing for YouTube AdSense, which I have not had it in the last 2 months. I just have not been able to put up enough videos because I've been sick and my health comes first. So when I reach that threshold of 100, then I will add another 100, match it, and put 200. So that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward for paying off my debt as well. So Affirm is going to get an extra $40. I'm super excited about that. Why do I have 22? I'm sorry. I said 40. Maybe I should have said 22. It's getting 22. It's $20 from... That's what I didn't do. I didn't add the extra 18. No. I don't know what I did, y'all. Okay, $20 is coming from Etsy. It says 22 over here. I don't know why it says 22. I'll have to recalculate that. My bad. It's supposed to say 40. So, see, I wrote 40 below that, but that was for something else. So, $22, and then just note, I'll make the notation. I need to throw another, was it $28 into that? No, $18. 8, 9, 10, $18 into that. Where am I getting 28? $18 into that, and so that'll have to come off from next week, and I will make that adjustment. So my apologies, I messed up. All right, now you see below there, you see C, and then you see a word there for Affirm, and then you see 40. $40 is what I had to pay. I bought Jessica a computer setup. Yes, I did. It was, my bad, I think it was $366 or something of that nature. I had to pay 40 down, and now that's going to be a new addition to my Affirm account. You'll see that coming up in my debt update. I paid $40 down, and I've got to pay so much each month for the next, I want to say it was 18 months for that. I want to say it was like 20, 22. Don't quote me on that yet because I'm still working on my debt update. The only debt I have is my Affirm account. So, yes, I bought Jessica a computer system. You guys will see that. I have not done the unboxing yet. She's going nuts. She's sick now, so I need to wait until she feels better. But the computer's coming on Monday, so I've got to get it done by Monday so you guys can see it all. All right, the other one that I did is I do give the kids a holiday present at Christmas time. They know what it is. Unfortunately, all 3 of my kids have my Walmart account. Shame on them. Shame on me for allowing them to have it. But they put things in the cart when they need something from Walmart. When I have something delivered from Walmart, and they saw it. It's a Ninja Creamy. I have been dying to get the Ninja Creamy, y'all. I have been dying to get this Ninja Creamy for a while because I don't want my kids going through so much ice cream, which is a bad thing, and you know, it is what it is, but I don't want to pay for it at the store. So we got the Ninja Creamy. It was on sale for $169. It's regularly over $200. So that is coming in, and I did have to pay $48 down on it to be able to activate the Affirm amount pay plan. So you'll see that coming up as well. So yes, I paid $48 for that. Ninja Creamy is here, y'all. It's sitting over by my bed. I'm so super excited. Now I am ordering some additional cups that's going to come with it, because a Ninja Creamy only comes with two 16-ounce cups. Those cups have to be frozen overnight, so for you to use them the next day with all the ingredients inside of it. And that's not enough for the 4 of us in the family, soon to be 5 when my husband comes over. So I'm ordering 2 extra packs. It's not on here yet. That'll be on next week's budget. But they're $27 for a 4-pack, and I'm getting 2 of those. So it'll give us 8 of those, plus the 2 that are already in with the Ninja Creamy, so we'll have 10. So each one of us will have 2, and that'll be perfect. So that will be in next week. So I basically spent $110 on Affirm. 1 is actually to pay it down, and 2 is actually new accounts going on. So that gets me down to $887, I believe it is. And with $881, with $881, that is what's going to roll over to week number 3. So just so you know, I told you guys Affirm was going to be rolling, and it's rolling. Now let's talk, for those of you, because the next thing coming up is our cash stuffing. Let's talk to those of you who want to stay and find out what happened with my twins. All right, long story short, my twins were born at 26 weeks and 4 days on January 31st, 2010. Jersey passed 5 days after I had them. She had a bilateral grade 4 brain hemorrhage. Jersey was born with epilepsy, and both my girls were very, very early twin preemies. They are identical twins. Jersey came in at 14 inches, 2 pounds, and 4 ounces. Jessica came in at 12 inches and weighing in at only 1 pound, 14 ounces. Now, Jessie was going through Jersey's box because she wanted to see some memory stuff. They put a huge memory box together at Madigan Army Medical Center. That's where I had my girls when we were still in the military and on post. And with that being said, and by post, we chose not to live on post. We chose to live off post, but I had the girls on post on the base. With that being said, what I thought had happened didn't happen. The girls were born. It was a crash C-section. My uterus ruptured at 26 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I had a crash C-section. They knocked me out. They had to get the girls out, and it was touch and go for all of us for a short amount of time for me, but longer, much, much longer for the girls. Jersey lost her fight and her battle at 5 days old. So just under 5 days old, just hours away from being 5 days old. But with that being said, Jessica was going through the box and realized that the newborn bracelets that I was given by the hospital that were from Jersey, one I got to take right after she passed, the other one I got when she was at the funeral home. I didn't think anything about them. I put them in Jersey's box. Jessica did not have her newborn bracelets because she was airlifted very soon after I got back from having Jersey's funeral, which I buried her here in Missouri, even though we were stationed up in Washington State. I had her here buried in Missouri. I got back, flew back immediately, realized that there was an emergency situation. I don't think we were even back 24 hours, and she was life-flighted to Children's Mercy Hospital in Seattle, Washington for a surgery. They were cutting off her bands, and they were placing the Children's Mercy's bands on her, not knowing that I would keep her bands because they were her newborn bands for her memory box. So instead of doing that, they threw them in the trash. Well, I'm standing with my back towards them because flight responders had, the flight team had brought her in by helicopter. I drove down by car, and I got up to the NICU. I'm signing paperwork with the other nurses, filling out forms for her surgical procedure while they were cutting bands off of her, not paying attention to the bands. They even told me they didn't pay attention to the bands. And threw those away, put their bands on her real quick, prepped her for surgery, and we were flying to surgery, literally right down the hallway from the NICU. She came back. Everything was great. She slept all night long. Of course, she's a newborn, itty-bitty tiny thing. She weighed less than 2 pounds at that point. And I come in the next day after getting a coffee, come upstairs to, because I was going to stay with her all day and all night, and asked where her newborn bracelets were because I wanted to keep them for the memory box with Jersey stuff. And they had thrown them away the night before in the trash. So with that being said, there was no way to get them because the trash had already been taken out, and I was pissed to say the least. So I never had Jessica's ID bracelets for her newborn bracelets. So as Jessie was opening the box the other day, this was a couple days ago, y'all. I had to let this soak in. That's why I wasn't on yesterday. She's looking at the bracelets and she's like, why is my bracelets in Jersey's box? I'm like, they're not in Jersey's box. Those are your bracelets. Those are Jersey's bracelets. And she's like, no, Mom, they're mine. And I had Philip come in and identify that they are both Jessica's bracelets. And Jessica did not have newborn bracelets. So I start going through a whole bunch more paperwork. I start going through a bunch of things. I pull out the only photo that I have of my twins before Jersey passed away, because they were both on life support. They both were very, very sick, very ill when they came out. They needed all the support known to man and things of that nature. They both had severe medical issues and things of that situation. And we're looking at the photos, minus me because I can't see, but my kids are looking at the photos. I called my ex-husband. He's looking at the photo, and we're all looking at it, and we're going, oh my God. They changed my kids by accident. Now, they didn't change them with somebody else's babies or anything like that. They swapped my girls around. So while we got to looking at things, and the only picture I have, Jessica is clearly much longer than Jersey. Jersey was supposed to be 14 inches and Jessica's supposed to be 12, and that is right. But they swapped their bracelets. They swapped the names. They swapped the girls. At some point when they had pulled them out of me, Jessica is Jersey and Jersey is Jessica. So I don't know how to think about this. I don't know how to go about this. Jessica doesn't want her name anymore. She wants to change her name now because of the situation. Because by the time we got through everything, and my ex-husband was looking at this, and I'm looking at this, and I have other people looking at this, it is very evident that my daughter Jessica, who is alive and breathing here in the house and in the kitchen, is actually Jersey. And Jersey, who passed away, is actually Jessica. And now Jessica wants to change her name. And I'm not sure what we're going to do about this yet. I'm in awe. They are identical twins. So, footprint, handprint, DNA, everything is identical because they are identical twins. I told her it doesn't matter. She's still who she is. But in reality, the hospital screwed up. And they just flip-flopped my girls is what they did. So, I don't know what to say about it. Maybe y'all can leave me some comments down below, because I'm kind of still in like OMG WTF land. And I'm not sure how to process this. I still have one baby that is an angel baby. And I still have Miss Bossy Pants over here. So maybe y'all can give me some insight in what you would say, think, and or do about this. Now, obviously, I'm not going after the hospital for this. Nothing I could do could change what happened and what's going on. But it's surreal. It's like mind-altering in a sense of what the hell happened. Why did they do this? And now I realize that Jessica is actually Jersey, and Jersey is actually Jessica. So Jersey is buried, and her headstone says Jersey, and it should say Jessica. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So anyways, run some things by me. I hope this didn't trigger anybody emotionally or anything like that. I'm just kind of like in not understanding land still. I'm just kind of numb at this point. So anyways, that's what we have for you today. Again, thank you to Snow Gardener 307. That is Marlene, y'all. She is amazing. Thank you for the card. I absolutely love it. And thank you to Shannon over at 307 Design Studio for always producing amazing stickers. Girl, I mean, I want to shop in your shop like there's no tomorrow. I want everything. So with that being said, we are done for today, and we will catch you in the next video, which will be our cash stuffing video, and then I will update you on what's going to happen with Romy. I'll see if I can do a little clip of Romy going to the vet, and maybe I'll see if I can do a little clip of Romy coming home or something of that nature, or when he gets home. If you can just keep him in your good thoughts that his surgery is okay. It is only a dental surgery. They are going to be removing quite a few teeth out of his mouth. But y'all, when you get put under anesthesia for anything, anything can happen. So, you know, these are my babies. As I always tell you, my fur babies are my kids are my animals. So, just keep them in your thoughts. We'll keep you updated on everything. Until next time, Without Limits is out.